Black male mental health is a pandemic in America. What's a pandemic, you might ask? I'll give you the definition. A pandemic is a widespread occurrence of an infectious disease over a whole country or the world at a particular time. At this point in time, at this state, at this time in history, at this time in the world, at the way that the world is going, at the way that things are looking in this season, it is not a great place. It is not a good place for us to be in that environment. Our mental health is taking a drastic hit. It's affecting us in so many different ways by us being in that environment, unfortunately. We are unfortunately continuing to believe in a system, in an environment that continuously shows us that they do not care or have our best interests at heart. Now it's unfortunate, but just it's the reality of the situation. It's the reality of the fact that we've been lied to, we've been pacified, we've been made to believe that we're a part of something that we're really not a part of. Like there may be opportunities in place, and some people may have reached a certain threshold within the society. Maybe they have a certain level of wealth, but at the end of the day, the foundation that was built upon, the system, the society, the way everything is moving in that environment is built upon something that's really nefarious and not, people don't want to address and act like it never happened. So, if the foundation isn't solid with what you are building, at some point it's gonna crumble. So it's just at any moment in that society, black men are just waiting to crumble, just waiting on the moment to crumble, waiting on the opportunity to crumble. Even if you made it to a certain level, in the back of your mind, you still feel like at some point this could all crumble on me. So our mental health takes a drastic hit in that society, and many people don't want to accept their reality and accept that. But I'm here to sort of shine light on that and give a new perspective and let people know, like, bro, we have to look at this for what it really is and really, examine this and really think about the reality of what it means to have to deal with systemic racism, what it means to have to continuously have to deal with different things within this system that's put in place to sort of attempt. Not it doesn't always have a what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't always be it isn't always successful, but it attempts to hold us back in some areas. It's like designed to do certain things in a way to hold us down. So we can't keep pretending like this doesn't exist. We can't keep pretending like when we ride around in certain neighborhoods over there that we don't feel our heart start beating uncontrollably. We feel a level of anxiety that we can't even explain. Like some people don't even know what the word is, bro. That's called anxiety. When the police get behind you and your heart start beating, or your heart hits your feet, or the police on the other side of the road and your heart still start beating and hit your feet, that's anxiety. And every time you feel that and experience that, your mental health takes a drastic hit. Your mental health takes a punch, it's so to say. It affects you in a way that we don't think it affects us, but by you continuously living in that environment, reliving in it and experiencing it and continuously putting yourself through that. Not just the police experience, the systemic racism, continuously have to go into those environments and pretend like you're happy just to get a paycheck. All of that takes a toll on you as an individual and our mental health as black men. So man, that system, bro, it doesn't serve us well. Some of our people, I can't admit, some of our people have elevated within the system. I'm not gonna lie and say, hey, it's not people that's so-called wealthy and so-called rich in that society. Yeah, it's some people that have made it. I can't say that. But at the end of the day, I'm sure the mental health is still affected in some sort of way in that environment, because we see it all the time with examples that we've been shown. Like, it doesn't matter what level you get to, there's like a certain level of respect you will never receive. if you go down that path of seeking their validation, you won't receive that validation. You won't ever get to that level that you're looking for. So you have to know we can put ourselves in different environments. In my opinion, in my humble opinion, I feel like my people should come back to Africa. All my black brothers and sisters should come back to Africa. Not all of them. I'm gonna just keep it real. Those who have the mindset, those who feel like they are capable of doing something over here, those who are serious about making something happen, I feel like they should come over here. We all should take advantage of the opportunity of getting back to our motherland, connecting back to Africa, because that is what's going to help us heal from the mental health issues that we're dealing with in that environment. Unfortunately, guys, we're not supposed to walk around and be worried about the police all the time. We're not supposed to be walking around worried about if someone's going to kill us or rob us or steal from us. Rob and steal, same thing. But we shouldn't have to worry about that. That's something that we have to worry about on a daily occasion. And also, we know people that's been murdered. We've witnessed murders. We've lived in traumatic families. We've had so many traumatic experiences. And many times, everything that we encounter in that environment is a trigger to something that we dealt with. So it's going to keep triggering you until you deal with that and heal from what you've been dealing with, heal from what you've been traumatized by. So you having to deal with the systemic racism, the traumatization of dealing with ignorant European individuals in that environment, and you having to deal with, did I say systemic racism? Probably systemic racism. And you have to continue to deal with having to go to work and tuck your black in and not be able to be full of yourself. And you have to worry about people trying to kill you, steal from you, rob you. And you have to worry about paying bills. It's like so many different things that's affecting your mental health. And nowadays, it's toxic to be a man. It's called toxic masculinity, whatever they want to call it, for you to step up and be a man and set order and set boundaries and set foundations in place. So you have to think about what you have to fight against. Our mental health is taking a drastic hit by us continuing to stay in that environment. So I want to provide the solution that all my people that feel like they're looking for something new, man, we should look into Africa. I've been over here for almost 4 years now, and I'm loving it. I've learned new things. I figured out new things. And there's people I know that, that feel like I'm an original to America. I feel like I should stay here. That's fine, brother or sister. If you feel like you're an aboriginal to America, that is okay. Please don't come in my comments trying to argue with me about that. That's okay. But civilization started in Africa. We migrated from Africa to America at some point. So it started here. And if you feel like you belong and start over there, enjoy the fight. Stay strong. I'm rooting for you. I'm not against you. So don't try to argue and think like, oh, all of us shouldn't go to Africa because some of us are Aboriginal. That's fine. Be Aboriginal. Just do what you need to do to heal. Put yourself in an environment so that you can not have to deal with those things and have your mental health affected by dealing with that society. All right. So yeah, some of the benefits I think that a lot of my people will benefit from coming back to Africa is you will be able to connect to your roots. You will have freedom from systemic racism, and you will get spiritual healing, and you will be able to tap into economic opportunity at a level that you have never known existed. A lot of our family members missed out on the opportunity to become millionaires and billionaires because of the system that was put in place in that environment. But if you decide to take a chance on yourself and heal and come back to the motherland and figure out what's going on over here, you will be able to tap into economic opportunity that's unheard of, because we have a particular mindset. We have a way of doing things when we come from that country that is of extreme benefit once we come over here and help our brothers and sisters develop. So use the talents that you have, use the gifts that you have, and heal and come to the motherland so that your mental health won't be affected and you'll be able to live a long-lasting life. Because like I said, it's a pandemic on mental health in America for black men. And we have to figure out how we're going to heal and not continue to have to deal with these type of things, all right? So if you come back to Africa, you'll be able to connect back to your roots to heal, and you'll have freedom from systemic racism, and you can get spiritual healing, what we're looking for on this journey. And if any of you guys are looking for a way to get help to get over here for your specific situation, hit me up. I'm here to help you guys. Be safe.